Welcome to the tutorial for signing up to heavyathlete.com. First, you're going to want to navigate to heavyathlete.com using any web browser you want. Your homepage should look something like this. If you don't see the option for login and sign up, hit the icon at the top of your screen and that should expand the nav bar. Once you see them, if you've already signed up with us, hit the login button. If you haven't already signed up with us, hit the sign up button. Hopefully this part is pretty self-explanatory. Enter your email, password, confirm your password, give us both your first and last name. This will be the name that is displayed moving forward using the Heavy Athlete system, including retroactively fixing all of your old NASGA data that might have been entered under a wrong name. For example, they didn't capitalize your name, you remarried and changed names, etc. Tell us if you're a man or a woman so that we know which class to put you in, and give us your date of birth so that we can tell when you qualify as a master's athlete. This is very important that we have an accurate date of birth for you so that we can translate your scores when you're getting ready to compete in master's athletics. We want to make sure that we put you in the correct age bracket. Once you've entered all of your data, you can hit sign up. When you click that, it should take you back to the login screen. Enter the email and password that you just did on the other screen and hit login. When you log in, you will probably be taken back to the home page and you'll see this nice green banner across the top saying you've been logged in. Now, if you notice, our nav bar has changed quite a bit. Instead of log in and sign up, our logout button is now over here next to the search bar. If you are a non-American or just prefer metric for some other reason, you can hit this switch to metric button and that will correct all the scores everywhere on the site, converting them from freedom units to metric for you. That's also stored on your athlete account, so you don't have to click it every time you come to the site. Over next to the home button, you'll see your own name. If you click it, you'll be taken to your athlete profile. Now, because we've just created this, there really shouldn't be any data under your athlete profile. That's because even if you've competed in the games in the past, you have not claimed that data yet. At the bottom of this page, you'll see the option Update Profile. Click on that, and then first, let's update our historical data. By clicking on this button, you'll be taken to a search bar. I don't have any historical data, so I'm going to use a man named Delor Lacusta, I hope that's how I say his name, as my test subject here. So I can click on Delor, and a little version of the page we were just on pops up so that you can kind of scroll around and confirm this is in fact who you think it is. Now notice that this version of Delor only has a single score for Comox Highland Games, and it appears that they didn't actually enter the scores for this account. Oh well. I'm going to hit Add Historic Data. If you were very eagle-eyed when I typed in Delor, you would have noticed that there were actually two Delor Lacustas. This would be because whatever AD that entered these scores way back when on NASGA entered the other Delor incorrectly. You'll also notice that now that I've claimed Lacusta Delor, it no longer shows up to be claimed here. Athletes can only be claimed once. So only claim yourself, and if you can't find yourself and believe somebody else has stolen your scores, please contact us directly at theheavyathlete@gmail.com or join our Discord and reach out to Michael McDougall. I would be more than happy to help get to the bottom of it and make sure that your scores are where they should be with you. Anyway, if I click on this Delor, you'll see that we actually have scores for 2023, and if I click here, you can see we have scores going all the way back to 1999. So I'm content that this is probably the correct data to have. If I hit add historic data now, you'll notice we now have both accounts linked to us. And if we go back to our profile by clicking our name in the top left, right now it doesn't look like anything's happened. But if I click my select year, you'll now notice that I have data going back all the way to 1999. This wasn't here before. All I have is a score for 2024 that I haven't thrown in yet. So all of this data belongs to Delore. The advantage of claiming your data like this is that, one, you will no longer show up in the search bar under multiple names. Only Michael McDougall exists in the heavy athlete system right now. Delore Lacusta is gone. This is great if you've changed your name, or if people have simply misspelled it. Claim all the appropriate scores for yourself, and now they can all be found in one spot with the name of your choosing. I'm going to go ahead and go back and remove Delore Lacusta from my account because I don't want to steal this man's scores. Being active in the game since 1993, he's clearly quite prolific. Hopefully he signs up for the site one day and watches this video on how to claim his scores. The other thing that you might want to do under your profile right now, if I go back to update profile, you'll notice one of the options is update athlete information. Clicking on this, you have a very similar page to what you had when you first signed up. First name, last name, gender, date of birth, blah, blah. There are some options that you did not have during sign up. These are totally optional, but can vastly improve your experience here on Heavy Athlete. The first is you can include a bio. You might have noticed that my bio said, "Hello, I hope you enjoy the site. I'm the one that made it." This is obviously where I typed that in. You can type in anything you want within the confines of the law, and it will appear here. Your bio is also a markdown capable entry form. What that means is that you can use the markdown language, which is really easy, link in the description, you can learn it in 5 minutes, and you can format anything in this box using that. You can add bold, italics, underlines, stuff like that. The other really, really powerful thing you can do with Markdown is that you can display images and insert links. So if you want to link people to your own website for whatever reason, a YouTube channel, social media, whatever floats your boat, you can insert a link to your profiles in your own athlete bio. You can also insert images so that you can add an athlete image if you care to. The city and state are used in one of our features where you can find games near you. We base it off of the zip code of the city, state, and country that you provide. And then you can filter games near you to 100 miles, 150 miles, whatever radius you want to set around yourself. For our metric users, we automatically switch it so that you're not searching in miles, you're searching in kilometers. And while all three of these are used for that feature, country is also used additionally to provide that flag that you might have seen on my profile. I have a lot of countries that I support. If you don't want to show your country, click the top option. Otherwise, any country in here, we have a flag for, I think. If you find one that I don't have a flag for, let me know. When I click update, any change that I made will have changed. Your athlete flag, or your country flag I should say, shows up both on your profile and next to your names in rankings. The last thing I want to demo here is actually a friend of the site named Brandon. You can see that Brandon has inserted a link into his profile and that I, as not Brandon, have no power to update his profile. The link to do that only appears when you are signed in and on your own page. But if I click on Brandon's link here, it will redirect us to Brandon's link tree, exactly like it says it does. So I just wanted to demonstrate that you can, in fact, promote yourselves on the site. It's totally free. I haven't asked for a credit card yet. So, obviously, everything that you've seen in this video, completely free. Please join the site, claim your historical data, and enjoy.